Well, with John Blakey, who's just moved into the head of development role at the Sydney Swans, how has the transition been so far, John?
Yeah, look, obviously pre-season gets started and things move along pretty quickly. So I have transitioned into a new role. My official title is Director of Coaching and Head of Development. So I spend a lot of time with the coaches and overseeing our development program. So it's an exciting new role.
And what prompted the move from the defensive line to this new role?
Well, probably a couple of things. I've been involved in line coaching for many years now. Started obviously at Brisbane and been here for the last 9 years. So it was an opportunity to get into a different role. It also gives the players a chance to hear a different voice. Obviously, Kirky comes back and joins our coaching staff with some fresh ideas from Freo. So he'll be an addition to our coaching staff. And it's a new challenge with heading up development. So it's a new challenge for me, and I think it's probably the right time for the players to hear a new voice as well.
Being ahead of all the coaches, does that mean you have a say in all the lines and obviously the development?
Yeah, my role is to help across all those lines. So obviously I'm not in charge of those lines, but I certainly can put my 2 cents worth in and make sure that we're all heading in the same direction, and that's what we plan to do, bring it all together. So on match day that we run pretty smoothly.
Is it still a challenging one for you?
Oh, absolutely. It's always a challenge. I mean, development in itself is a challenge. You get new guys coming through all the time. We've got a great bunch of young guys that have just come into the club, and our challenge, obviously Reece Shaw is heading up our coaching this year, and Nick Davis. Our challenge as a group is to make sure these players can develop as quickly as possible and hopefully transition into senior football. So it's a challenging role.
Just on Shorey, now you've overseen his obviously career at the Swans as a defensive coach. Now he's a NEFL coach. Can't get rid of him, it seems.
Yeah, look, he's a great one to work with and a great fit to move straight into our development department. One of his greatest strengths as a player was uniting the playing group, and he's probably the front runner at the club for that. So for him to come into our coaching department with his relationship that he already has with many of our players and his ability to build those relationships with the guys that have come in, it's going to be a real bonus for us. So we're looking forward to working with him.
And how have you seen this pre-season so far? How have the younger guys especially responded to the workload?
Yeah, it's always challenging for the first years with the workload, and obviously we look after them pretty well to make sure that they're able to handle that load. Pre-season everyone thinks they're flying, so no different here. We think we're going okay at the moment, but there's a lot of water to go under the bridge.